Objects of visual pleasure on tonight's South Bank show with Jermaine Greer. First, the news with Andrea Catherwood.
Good evening. Tony Blair has been treated in hospital after complaining of chest pains. The Prime Minister felt unwell while at Chequers and went to Stoke Mandeville Hospital. Doctors there sent him straight to a specialist heart unit in London. He was treated for an irregular heartbeat and had 5 hours of tests before returning to Downing Street tonight. Geraint Vincent has the latest.
The Prime Minister complained of feeling under the weather this morning. He was suffering from an irregular heartbeat, palpitations which would have made him feel very unwell and short of breath. He was admitted to Hammersmith Hospital this lunchtime and spent several hours there while doctors carried out a series of checks and stabilised his heartbeat. Number 10 released this statement earlier this evening. It was established the Prime Minister had an irregular heartbeat and a cardioversion was administered to regulate it. This was completely successful. He was in hospital for 4 to 5 hours and is now back at number 10. The hospital says this is a relatively common condition and is easily treated. He has suffered no damage and he is fine. There is no reason why this should reoccur. They have advised him to rest for 24 hours.
Clearly he was able to be treated quickly, diagnosed quickly, and the normal heart rhythm restored. Obviously that was not difficult to achieve. He's done extremely well and he's been discharged from the hospital, which I'm sure signals that he doesn't have any serious underlying problem.
Tony Blair is a man who pays attention to looking after himself. He takes daily exercise and watches what he eats. But this has been the toughest year of his premiership, and the possibility that the acute pressure on him might have taken its toll on his health is difficult to discount. He has sent British soldiers to fight in a deeply unpopular war in Iraq, and in the growing controversy of its aftermath, the inquiry into the death of Dr. David Kelly has put the inner workings of Downing Street in the spotlight. At the recent Labour Party conference, he confronted his critics, who have been more vocal than ever before. While the last few months have been among the most testing of his career, this is also a Prime Minister who travels much more than most, following an exhausting schedule which has sometimes cropped up more than 40 countries in a year. Mr. Blair is said to be in good spirits tonight, but with doctors having ordered that his diary be cleared to make room for some rest, it looks like he's having Monday off. Geraint Vincent, ITV News.
Well, Angus Walker is in Downing Street tonight. Angus, I know everyone there is bending over backwards to say the Prime Minister is fine, but this is going to have an impact on Tony Blair, isn't it?
Absolutely, Andrea. Although Downing Street are keen to stress this was not a heart attack or a serious heart problem, undoubtedly questions will be raised about the Prime Minister's workload. His government has been trademarked, if you like, by his central role in decision-making. Some say it's a presidential style, and of course this will do nothing to suppress speculation about how long Tony Blair will continue in the job after 6.5 years in Downing Street. He's taken us to war 5 times. That's some of the scale decision-making he's had to take. And of course many will say perhaps this is the opportunity for him to say, well, enough's enough. Perhaps the job is taking its toll. He was certainly ill enough to want to go to hospital. He was taken to Stoke Mandeville Hospital. That's the hospital nearest to Chequers, his country retreat. And doctors there were concerned enough to send him to Hammersmith Hospital, where he was treated successfully. But of course this will do nothing, as I say, to suppress speculation about the Prime Minister's workload.
Angus, thank you. Now, 7 people were taken to hospital today following a second train derailment in 48 hours on the London Underground. 3 carriages hit a wall coming into Camden Town Station in North London. The accident is thought to have been caused by a track problem. It sparked criticism of the use of private companies to maintain the network. Palestinian gunmen killed 3 Israeli soldiers tonight in an ambush on an army patrol in the West Bank. The attack happened near the town of Ramallah. Israel immediately called up hundreds of reserve soldiers to its occupied territories in response. And in Iraq, an American military convoy was attacked by gunmen in Fallujah. 2 US soldiers were killed in a separate incident near Kirkuk. A reminder of our top story. Tony Blair has been treated in hospital after complaining of chest pains. He was diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat and is back in Downing Street. Well, that's all. Goodbye.
ITV